Stocks and crypto rebound Friday. Thank goodness. I got a stat for you though to keep you invested, keep you in the game. So over the past 10 years, from Thanksgiving, so which is next week, from Thanksgiving to the end of the year, 80% of the time, the S&P 500 finishes positive for the year on an average of about 1.5%. So that is a great reason for us to stay invested, keep emotions out of it. Remember, when we're investing in the stock market, we're not being emotional. We want to keep our emotions. We want to be chill. We want to do our research and have conviction. We want to diversify our portfolio and keep our portfolio slim. Okay? If you guys have some stocks that are losers and you've held on to them throughout the whole year, or they've just turned negative, now's the time. Do you want to hold on to this position, or you want to get out of it and you want to double down or have more conviction on some of your plays that are doing well? All right. So let's dive into it a little bit further. All right. I'm going to share my screen here. All right, so the S&P 500, we talked about this yesterday. So after today's bounce, the S&P 500 is still 4.5% off its October high, and the NASDAQ, the tech-heavy NASDAQ, which tech is getting killed, is still off 7% from its most recent high, okay? So Bitcoin seems like it's kind of holding steady around $85,000. Looks like we found our bottom, hopefully. Obviously, time will tell. We'll move on to the next year, or excuse me, the next week. And remember, we have a holiday next week, so we have a shortened week. I believe trading will be kind of dampered next week leading into the holiday, and then it's off into the races after next week. That is just my belief. So hopefully we got this wash off in Bitcoin and crypto. That's done for, and we can start building off of that from the remainder of the year. So the S&P 500, let's dive into the scoreboards. If it's your first time watching us, the scoreboards are the three major indexes, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow Industrial Average. Okay, all are up just about 1% for the day. S&P 500 just right at 1% positive. And NASDAQ up 0.88%, which is my birth year, 1988. And the Dow Jones up just over 1%. I did want to talk about some individual stocks. But before we get into that, I just kind of want to highlight, I think today's market, now is the time for us to start buying long-term. Now, I'm someone who likes to trade options, leap options. I'm not a day trader by any means. But I like to, if I get into options, I like to buy time, okay? But right now, I did dabble in a couple things, but right now I'm really focusing on my long-term investing. That is our foundation of our portfolio. If you're not trading options right now, I highly suggest that you start building on your long-term portfolio, and then leading to the next year, if you have some gains or whatever the case may be, have some confidence, you have some companies that you watch and you know like at the back of your hand because you're doing research and you're watching them consistently, then maybe you want to trade those companies with options once we have some momentum, hopefully heading into next year. But the S&P 500 VOO, I use that as like my savings account, okay? I started buying shares of that at 600, and you see right now we closed at just under $606, so that's good. Nice little gain. QQQ, if you want to play the tech, if you feel like tech was beat down, you feel like there's opportunity to get in there like I do, maybe you start investing in QQQ, some long shares. I believe 600 is anything below 600 is a good level for us to start buying. So I've been investing in QQQ. NASDAQ, or excuse me, I'm stuck in the NASDAQ. Nvidia is down 1% today, but if you don't have any shares whatsoever, I think $180 is a great price for you to start your position. Meta looks like it's bouncing back. It's still down for the past week, but still a bounce back of just under 1% is awesome. Apple continues to run. Apple's functioning as it's like a defensive stock right now. It's not investing a lot of money in AI, but it does have AI initiatives and AI goals that it's working towards. I know we keep hearing these rumors about Google and Apple partnering and pushing that Apple Intelligence forward. So we'll see if that actually comes by the end of the year. Uber shares are down 8% over the past 5 days and down 9% the past month. I am a big bull in Uber. It was my favorite stock heading into the year. And it looks like if it stays at this level right now and it doesn't tick back up, Uber is going to be my number one play heading into 2026. So that's just a little note there. Amazon is bouncing back. It's good to see. Almost up 2% for the day. And Vertiv Holdings, which is a partner with NVIDIA, and they control where they're servicing data centers and they're keeping those chips cool and working efficiently. That company, if you're with NVIDIA, consider looking at that company. That company is down 6.5% for past 5 days, and it's down almost 9%, 8.5% for the past month. So consider getting some Vertiv Holdings if you're not investing in it at all. Netflix is another play that I added on today. At this price, I think it's a steal. So consider buying Netflix long shares. Hood got its butt kicked. It's down 12% the past 5 days and down basically 20% in the past month. Anything that's down 20%, then it's in my portfolio, I start adding. So I love Hood. A lot of it has to do with crypto's fall. If crypto bounces back, these shares are going to be close to their all-time high pretty soon here. MP Materials is a company that I'm getting killed in. In certain places, I'm down 20%, other places down a little bit less, but I've been buying slowly there. I think this is a long-term hold. If you know anything about rare earth minerals, this is a company that you should invest in for the long term. And then Microsoft's just been getting slapped in the face. If you don't have any Microsoft, I think at this level is a great price. They've been getting beat down because of OpenAI, and everyone believes that OpenAI is a little shaky investment. So this is a short and sweet. If you like anything you hear, if you want to hear exactly when I jump in and out of trades, and if you're interested in options, please consider jumping into our Patreon. It's free. You get information like this for free. And then if you want to see my trades in real time, it's $10 per month. And you can jump in, and I guarantee you're going to get $10 worth of value and hopefully make some money with me trading along the way. Don't forget, I am not a day trader. I buy time with my options. It's like a hybrid of my long-term portfolio. The same companies I trade or I invest in my long-term portfolio are the same companies I have in my options. So if you enjoyed this video, this short and sweet video, please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and I will see you guys next week.